Hey guys, it's Elliot Ebenezer again from Samani Enterprise Tutors, and our last tutorials we looked at nested for loops. I hope that was very inciting and that was very helpful to those of us that did not understand how it worked before. Still looking at looping. Today we're going to be looking at while loop. I told you that there are 3 to 4 types of looping in Java. Today we're going to be looking at while loop, and then I would like to tell you that a loop can be converted from one loop to another loop, and then vice versa. That means you can convert a for loop to a while loop, and then you can convert a while loop back to a for loop. So for us to do that, I'll create a new class, call it while loop. All right. Okay. Then we'll go public static void main string args. All right, so I presume that we've gone through my last video, and this shouldn't be a problem. I'm just going to quickly have a for loop that will print 1 to 10 on the console. Okay, this is less than or equals to 10. All right, limiter plus plus. So this is the initializer. Then this is the condition that should remain true, but once it's false, then the loop will exit, and then this is the increment. So I'll just have my 2 print statements right here to display where we are currently. Okay, this is outside loop statement or outside for loop. Copy this, paste it here. Okay, it should be before for loop, after for loop. All right, so in order to display this, I would use another system. I should just paste that, and then here I'll just put in a limiter. All right, so I would run this, run as Java application. Okay, so there we go, from 0 to 10. Now if you do not understand this concept of for loop, please check below. I will drop a link to my for loop tutorial, and then you can also, in case you want to dig further, you can dig further to my nested for loop. I'll also drop the link below. Okay, now I want us to then convert this for loop to a while loop. All right, so I will be introducing us slowly to the while loop. The while loop has this syntax: while then in here will be the condition, and then most times we always have the increment as the last statement before the closing brace. Okay, if we forget our increment, we might end up in an endless loop. That means a loop that never ends, of which I'm going to make I'm going to give you a sample of how you can come to an endless loop, and that might not be too good for your RAM. Okay, so while like this, and then the condition here, I'll still use limiter. I said while limiter is less than 10, less than or equals to, send them out the print limiter. Okay, so see here, this is where the condition is for the for loop, but for the while loop, this is where the condition is. Just that you don't put the initializer here. You must initialize your statement outside before your while loop. Okay, so let me comment this out. All right, then move this below the while loop, and let's say after while loop, before while loop. Okay, so this is going to give us an endless loop. Why? Because there's no increment. And there you go, you see seeing 0 0 and it's never ending. So before I get into trouble, I have to quickly stop that, clear the console, So in order for you to be able to exit this loop, you add your increment here, and then as you have guessed, we put limiter plus plus. This means that limiter should always be increased by one value. So this invariably means the same thing as this, limiter plus 1. Okay, so this is what this statement means. All right, so let's check that out. So limiter this, then run as Java application. All right, so there you go, before while loop from 0 to 10. So the increment is always the last statement before the closing brace, just like this. It might not be the last statement, but this must always be included in your loop, in your while loop, or else you might end up in what is known as an endless loop. Okay, so in order for me to relate this to the for loop again, this is the condition. As long as this condition remains true, the while loop will always, this block of code will always be executed. But immediately this condition becomes false, then this block of code will stop being executed, and then code execution will move to the next line below the while loop. So on the 10th iteration, 1 2 3 4, on the 11th iteration, limiter would be equals to 11, and then 11 is not less than or equals to 10. So this makes this condition false. Therefore, iteration stops, and then code execution moves what? To the next line. So let's try printing in twos now. In twos, instead of from 0 to 10, let us try and print from 0 to 4 6. All you just have to do is do this. That means the limiter would then be increased by what? By 2. This is the same thing as this, plus 2. All right, so I'll run this. So you see 0 2 4 6 8 10. If I increase the value here to 20 and I run, okay, so 0 2 4 6 8 10 12 14. So you can use a loop for, easy calculation, to display an easy calculation, probably something you want to display numbers from 0 to 50. Instead of typing them individually, you can just use a loop to display the whole value. And if I wanted to just display from 0 to 100, as easy as that could be, I will just put it in a loop. Okay, let me increase the display here, and then I would run as Java application, and we say, there you go. You can't take everything, but from 0 all the way through to 50. And then I hope you understood. And then the same way you can move a while loop, the same way you can convert a for loop to a while loop, is the same way you can convert a while loop to a for loop. It's just that in the for loop, the initializer is always between the two, the open and close parentheses, and then the condition, and then the limiter on one line. But for the while loop, the limiter or the initializer is always declared outside of the loop. Then the condition is placed between the parentheses, and then there's always an increment statement that would always make this condition false, so that code execution can move out of the loop and then to the next line of code. All right, I hope you've learned this easy concept. Okay, we'll continue with looping in the next tutorial. We're going to be looking at the do while loop. It's another loop, and I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you are learning. Thank you, and don't forget to keep watching and keep coming back to learn more. Thank you, and God bless you.